Hello and welcome to Midtone Reviews. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A for many of the questions I've been asked about music and all of that sort of stuff. I know it's a basic sort of thing to do, but it's always good to answer a few questions here and there. So yeah, let's get right into it. Who are your favourite artists at the moment? I'm definitely digging some sort of stuff that's advanced for its time, ahead for its time, such as Man Parrish, a bit of Nick Drake here and there. I'm definitely still digging them at the moment. They're definitely interesting because they're very ahead of their time. They get some ideas out that were very influential, especially with Man Parrish. They've done stuff on their tracks which no electronic artist really done till like the late 90s, early 2000s, and it was like 1982 with some of the stuff that they done. And yeah, it's just really interesting to see how sort of the ideas built up from there, because they sat down like sort of like the plan for it, and yeah, sort of the artists just built up and up and up. Can you see music being more restricted in the future, especially with stuff like drill music? Unfortunately, yes, because we're getting more restricted by the day, and it's just the way that the future is, unfortunately. And I can see other genres sort of going down the similar sort of path, like punk and especially more aggressive rap, and that. It is unfortunate that this is happening, but there is some sort of criminal sort of backgrounds and stuff like that, sort of talking about stuff that they want to try and do. But yeah, it sort of seems like that is going to be the future, unfortunately. But I don't think it'll be a sudden change. I think it'll be very slow over time. But unfortunately, this is the way that the world's going at the moment. Why does everybody hate Nickelback? I think a lot of people hate Nickelback because of the meme. They are pretty bad. I don't like them. I used to listen to them, unfortunately, but they are pretty bad. They're not the worst band out there, but they're definitely up there with some of the worst sort of mainstream artists that have been out over like the last 50 years. And yeah, they're just not very good. They're very simplistic songs. They're very sort of basic. They're quite shallow. And yeah, just the whole entire image of them is just very cheesy and very corny, and it's just not very good. I think that's the main reason why, but I see a lot of people hating them just because of the meme as well. There are worse bands out there like Godsmack, which cover a very similar sort of audience, and yeah, they're just not good. Are there any musical instruments that you would like to play? Yeah, I'd like to try and get more into like the keyboards and the piano. It's because there's a lot of stuff that you can do with them instruments, because they're so broad and they can literally be used in almost any genre. I think that's going to be like my top one. But yeah, I know a bit of guitar, like playing like the electric and acoustic guitar. I know a few bass lines and that as well, but I think piano and the keyboard are definitely the two main ones which I'd like to go into. What are the worst subcultures to form from music? I know I can list off stuff like emos and dubstep people and people into mumble rap, but I don't want to do that because we live in a society, okay? Yeah, we live in a society, but yeah, we live in a society where we essentially fetishise the past, we glorify it quite a lot, like, oh yeah, wish it could be back then, like, wish it could be back with this and that. But to be honest, I like to live in this time because stuff is better than ever. I know that people keep thinking it's getting worse and worse and news and that, but especially with music, there's such a wide range, because you got stuff from the present, and even if you don't like the stuff from the present, you got the stuff from the past as well that you can listen to. And yeah, I think the main people that annoy me is sort of like, I was born in the wrong generation sort of thing. I know that Filthy Frank done a video on it. I think it's very good, it's very funny, a bit over the top, but he gets some good points out there that there is some good music. You don't just have to listen to like the surface level of music from every single generation because it's just really bad. And yeah, just no, just stop fetishizing the past. I know that people want to listen to like 50s music and even 1920s music, but just think, in the 1920s, it was illegal to get a cold one with the boys, alright? In America at least, not over here in the UK. What's the best festival you've been to? To be honest, I've only ever been to two festivals, 2000 Trees and Truck. And to be honest, I prefer 2000 Trees. It's just a really nice festival. Everyone's really friendly there. And the atmosphere is just really good. Everyone just gets along and that. There's no fighting or anything. The mosh pits and people are really understandable or understanding. They help each other up and everything, which they should do, because you don't want it to be any danger or anything. You shouldn't be in risk of danger going to a concert or a festival. It's not saying that I don't like Truck Festival. I did really enjoy it because it was a different sort of thing. Such a wide range of music as well that you can see at Truck, which I definitely recommend people who listen to a wide range of music like me to go to. But I just think the 2000 Trees is just a lot better, nicer atmosphere, even though it is limited to sort of rock, alternative rock, some heavy rock and metal here and there, but it's mostly an alternative rock festival. I think the final one that I'm going to answer is, why do you like music? And yeah, there's a lot of different sort of things in music. I think that it connects to you, some music, especially some of the rock bands from Australia at the moment, and sort of other stuff and that, it sort of relates and that to you. Also, it's very relaxing. I really like listening to some sort of relaxing music, and sometimes it is a form of escapism, because you can sort of just go along, just listen to some music, and yeah, still really good. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this. I made it a bit more memey this time, and I do want to carry on doing that. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll get a proper review out for an album in 2 days' time.